Donc une victoire, une défaite. Donc on va essayer de gagner le troisième match.
I'm thankful I made it. All of this money I'm making got all these fake shaking. I do what I do. Hold on, I'm years to own. Just need everything I want. Money, clothes, and the fame, screaming name, live days. Ay, hold on, amen. Think they dripping. Shoelace loose, hot, you tripping. I'm up all night, just right. Grinding all day, studio time is running. You not the one, so yes, I won. You are my son, I am the dawn. You fake, forbidden fruit, can't have a taste like woo. Made it like woo. Ay, hit it, cut up, like how I do. Ay, think I'm man-made. Ay, think I'm man-made. Ay, hit it, cut up, like how I do. Ay, hold on. Like how I do it. Hey.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Washington Wizards. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Wizards have struggled the last couple of years, so some people were surprised that Bradley Beal signed an extension there. Beal said, "Today, a lot of stars want to team up. No knock, but I'm a firm believer in sticking with what you got. If I win a championship in D.C., that'll hold way more weight than if I just left and tried to get one." Kevin?
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You look at Cleveland. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played. Plenty of time to turn things around.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. On the perimeter, it's Beal and Brown. Big men on the floor for him, it's Hachimura and Bryant. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And for the Spurs, the guard pair, it'll be Murray and White. Gay and Aldridge are up front. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Beal against White. Outside Westbrook. Beal with the screen for Westbrook. And he converts the layup. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Here's Westbrook after the basket by San Antonio. Bryant trying to free himself up. Gay with the block. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Murray.
Merde.
17 points in his last outing. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
It's rebounded by Aldridge.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Murray outside. Aldridge kicks to Murray. 3-pointer. But they'll get another chance. Out to DeRozan. Shoots a 3. Unable to get that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
The balance between East and West after years of being dominated by the West is starting to even out some.
And the Spurs with possession after the basket by Washington. And DeRozan. Here we go.
And there's the strength we talk about with DeRozan. Converting through contact, absolutely terrific.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
And the Spurs scoring again. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Beal, the pass to Westbrook. Knocked loose and stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Spurs. Johnson gets the bucket.
Savvy assist by the veteran Aldridge. Sees the missed defensive rotation and takes advantage.
To stop the run. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Great showing for him last season. 7th in scoring, 11th in steals.
Ouais, j'ai oublié de mettre la caméra. Caméra. Saluta, what?
And his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Hachimura, no good. So for Washington, their last game a loss to Oklahoma City.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Yeah, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Wizards trail by 6.
Je suis pas mal là.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score.
Je suis pas mal.
A tough time taking the lid off.
With this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. DeMar DeRozan on top.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. To end the run, Brown. It's hauled in by Gay.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Murray, no good. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. 6-point game. Beal can't get it to go.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And Murray. Here we go. And Aldridge slams it in.
Defensive.
Bah merde, ça m'a pas mis la caméra. Bah elle est où? Attends, caméra. Bah je l'ai allumée. Ça m'a pas mis la caméra. Elle est où?
Breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which.
What? Ah voilà.
Everything else.
Wizards trail by 8.
On fait un bon début de match là.
Here's Beal. 11 feet out and he hits it.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Now here's Murray. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. DeRozan in the corner. The three from Johnson. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Free!
The story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Beal. He had a 30-point outing their last
Ah, bien joué.
game with the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Bien joué.
Yeah,
Ah, bien
look
joué.
at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And here is Murray following Russell Westbrook's three. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Mills, he's checked in for Murray. Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. Bertens comes in for Brown. It's DeRozan with the drive. And the dunk by DeRozan.
DeMar is so dangerous when he's attacking the rim. Great drive.
Wizards trail by 8. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Lonnie Walker in for DeMar DeRozan. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Abdias checked in for Hachimura.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Mills with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York. Westbrook scanning the floor. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Spurs leading by 5. Takes it inside. The three from Johnson. Pass to Walker. Another shot. That shot is off. Great D that time from Beal. Over in the corner, Avdia. And a miss there on the triple. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Pass to Poeltl. And stolen by Wagner. Here's the teardrop. And it's finished off inside by Westbrook. 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Just 4 to shoot. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Moins bien.
That's a couple of very shaky
Je suis moins bon.
possessions
Hein.
in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Smith checked in for the Wizards. He takes it in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Allez, temps mort.
Killing them on the interior.
Temps mort, temps mort.
Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated.
C'est le temps du temps mort.
Some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, then you've got to be hydrated. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
And I think the contact...
Ça va vite le basket, hein.
I mean, so competitive. This guy invites that bump.
Mills with it. Now Avdia defending. Mills passes to Vassell.
Oh!
This is the layup. The Wizards with the lead. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyons. That's his first foul. Now Westbrook. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea whether the...
Ouais, que, bah, avec Plolol en même temps, je trouvais que raté. Hein.
They're on a 14-5 run.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
The shot's good.
Such a dynamic scorer. When Westbrook gets rolling like this, he's nearly impossible to contain. at some numbers for Smith, how he performed last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. They get Russell Westbrook. Beal's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
And San Antonio shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. High post shot. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And there's the pass to Abia. From outside, off the mark. San Antonio with the ball. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
7-second difference, shot in game clock. Here's Vassell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now here's Mills. 6 to shoot. Driving inside. Pass to Vassell. Walker with it. From deep three-point range. Oh, what a shot!
Free!
Miracle. Are you kidding me? I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just shows you that anything can happen in this game.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs out in front, up 3. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even.
Il est chaud le match encore, hein.
One quarter of play.
Pas y arriver, hein.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Gay and Aldridge are up front. Johnson is out there with Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Hachimura.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Back to Murray. Johnson in the corner. No good on the triple. They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
Passes to Beal. From downtown, it's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Murray for 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
The percentages from range aren't there yet for Murray, but his confidence never seems to waver.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. Ring shot on the way. The shot will not fall. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Smith with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Bryant. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's Gay. Now Murray. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with this offense.
Hachimura setting the pick for Beal. Count that one.
The defense slow to react that time. Smith makes them pay using his quickness.
Défendre mieux.
Smith against Murray.
Oh, je suis court.
The rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Hachimura the pass to Smith. Beal with a screen on Johnson. Here's Smith, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
I mean, showing great anticipation. Aldridge was all over that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on
What?
I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto MB down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Now here's Brown, following the shot by Rudy Gay. Smith the pass to Bryant. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. For three, Westbrook. Rebounds San Antonio. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to DeRozan. Into the lane. And finished off by DeRozan.
Quick first step. This is why it's hard to stay in front of DeMar DeRozan.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Bryant with a screen for Westbrook. Over Aldridge. And it's Westbrook missing. And San Antonio shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. It's good. DeRozan's got 13.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Westbrook drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hard to believe that Westbrook is in his 30s. Elite burst. He's still one of the more feared players for opponents.
Wizzards making a switch here. Lopez is checked in.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
Murray against Westbrook. Murray dishes to Gay. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wizards.
Guys, their willingness to attack the basket so far has been great. They're penetrating, finding the holes in the defense, and scoring from close.
Oh.
And also, it's been a positive
Mignon.
that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bertle, he's checked in for Gay. And it's Mills in for Johnson. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And the first one drops.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Wizards making a switch here. Berton is checked in.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Mills kicks to Walker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge, no luck.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And the explosiveness incredible. I mean, Westbrook just taking off like a rocket towards the rim on these drives.
Now, here's DeRozan. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Back to Alden. Over Bertans. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Alden.
LaMarcus does this well, getting into the mix and creating buckets off the offensive rebounds.
Westbrook kicks to Lopez. The three from Bertans. A rebound by the Spurs. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them.
And a brief check of the stats for Brown. How he did last season. He averaged about 10 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
For the Wizards, Mo Wagner comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Avdia in for Hachimura. Shoots from 12. Another one.
Ouais, c'est cadeau, là c'est cadeau.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific
Time out.
sticking into the defense from that spot on the floor.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So, several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Brown sets a screen for Westbrook. Going inside, Wagner. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Walker the pass to Lyles. Mills with it. Brown on him. Now, here's Lyles. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Washington shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And the Spurs making a change here. DeRozan's checked in. A change for the Wizards. Beal's checked in. Now here's Mills. To the left wing. Here's Walker with the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beal the pass to Westbrook. Beal with the screen for Westbrook. Back to Beal. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Beal's got 5.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive position.
Here's Mills. He kicks it to DeRozan. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
One of the best mid-range shooters in the NBA, DeMar DeRozan makes a living from this spot.
Bertans sets the pick for Westbrook. An easy 2 points on the layup. Westbrook's got 11 points in the quarter.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Shots good by Mills.
Aggressive with the dribble. Patty puts the D on his heels. Then with the stop and pop.
Beal the pass to Westbrook. Outside for Beal. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 3 for Mills. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Outside Beal. Westbrook a screen on Walker. Beal gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
The shooting numbers just aren't there
DeRozan for three. That one doesn't drop. And Washington the other way now. Westbrook kicks to Bertans. Beal against Walker. That doesn't go either for Beal.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Now the pass to DeRozan. Rebounded by the Wizards. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Westbrook, here we go.
Ah. Oh putain.
Grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 3. Hills with it. Fires the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, but I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Pour l'instant, ça va. Un bon match.
Sports halftime show.
Pas trop de ratés.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 50.
On est pas mal. On est pas mal. 51-48. Faudrait que dans le troisième quart-temps, que j'y envoie. Wesh quoi.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's
Oh no.
effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Pas fait exprès.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Washington, Brown and Hachimura up at the forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Bryant in at the front. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing...
J'ai pas touché.
Do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. But that was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
And they pick up 2.
Getting it done inside. Rudy Gay not just floating around the perimeter.
And DeJounte
Ah.
so that time.
Pas que je fasse des fautes comme ça.
San Antonio on defense.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Really left alone that.
Free.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Westbrook kicks to Hachimura. Beal against White. Right side, Bryant. A rebound by the Spurs. Gay's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Salut à toi, Yagosh.
Aldridge trying to break free.
Wow, moi je suis court là. Non.
Now the Wizards.
Faut pas que je me précipite.
Westbrook dishes to Bryant.
Defense. Defense.
Here's Westbrook. The Wizards with another miss. Spurs leading by 6. And White kicks to Gay. Aldridge trying to break free.
Ah.
Gay misses.
He's tried to
Je suis
get
fou.
going, but the shots simply have not been there. nothing seems to be falling. And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and lower body strength.
Westbrook against Murray. Now here's Westbrook.
Ah, bien joué, t'es un foiré. Bien attaqué, hein. Ah, Westbrook, de toute façon, c'est un des meilleurs. Hein.
And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance.
Oh putain, Westbrook, c'est lui qui fait tout. Mieux. Pas touché, ce n'est pas ce qu'a dit le coup de sifflet.
Here's the thing, he's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
On the wing, DeRozan. He's covered by Brown. Count it. DeRozan's got 17.
Il est beau celui-là.
Watching DeRozan tonight, you're reminded of how good, how resourceful a scorer he can be.
White against Beal. Brown outside. Hachimura setting the pick for Brown. And it's good.
Oh là là. Putain, pourtant je défends bien. Hein. Fais chier. Non, putain. Encore un passage en force. C'est pas possible. Ah là 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 là. Allez yo. Putain, j'étais bien en plus, j'avais 56-50 là. Oh l'enculé. Oh bien joué.
Lopez has got the game tied up here for the Wizzards.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ah, c'est mal joué ça.
Shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Smith kicks to Beal for the lead. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Lopez. Smith scanning the floor. It's Beal on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Out to the right wing. Pass to Murray. Back to Gay. DeRozan against Bryant. And it's sent back by Bryant. Outside, Beal. Over Johnson. Beal with another miss.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting any.
Oh my goodness! What a play!
Unbelievable! Wow, you knew that DeRozan has that in him. Didn't think he'd pull it off in a game, though.
Smith the pass to Beal. Lopez sets a screen for Beal. Smith wide open. He fires. And another miss by Washington. San Antonio leading. Murray outside.
Oula.
To shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Mauvais tir, hein.
This is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
A different look now for San Antonio. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gay. Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. Then for the Wizards, Mo Wagner's checked in for Lopez. Hairton comes in for Bryant. And it's Avdia in for Hachimura. Smith right side. Sweet little
Ah, j'ai mal joué là.
Smith's got 5 points so far.
And this is the perfect.
J'ai mal défendu.
In close, he can just arc it over the top.
To the hoop. Mills finds Walker. sinks the three-pointer. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Now here is Smith, covered by Mills. And Lonnie Walker picks up the ball. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
C'est une blague.
Smith drawing the double team. There's Beal with the 3. It's good.
Ah là là.
Smith's got his 4th assist.
Serré, hein.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his 2nd.
And Mills kicks to Walker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Johnson dishes to Pirtle. Shot clock at 6. Smith inside, covered by Mills. And let's get your guys take on the hustle stats for Washington.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Aldridge, the pass to Pirtle. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Love the razor sharp focus. Pirtle bouncing off contact and finishing well.
Walker against Beal. Passes it to Wagner. And there's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Wagner's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Mills. Here's Aldridge. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. The lead is 2.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
And here's Walker outside. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got his 5th rebound in this one. He dishes it to Smith. Smith with a screen on Pirtle. Here's Beal. Changes up. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Nice conversion off the pick and roll. Patty with the right read takes it himself.
Smith the pass to Wagner. 2 points.
Ah putain.
Wagner's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Al Beal, 10 points for him. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession
Ah,
here.
il a roulé trop vite.
He's checked in for the Wizards.
Il a roulé trop vite le ballon.
In for Smith. Abdia kicks to Westbrook with the drive and the layup.
Ah là là. Ayo.
It's a 5-point Wizards lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Mills passes to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Stolen by Walker. 34 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Buries the long-range jumper.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
And it's Westbrook missing.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
Now here's Mills. For the lead. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
Ça va être chaud les amis, ça va être chaud. Très serré encore ce match, hein.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Hurdle is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Murray. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Murray. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second.
Je crois que j'ai refait passage en force.
From the interior.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Well, we know Murray lives with the ball in his hands. That's what makes his improvement at the line so crucial.
Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Lonnie Walker. He hits both from the stripe. San Antonio leading. Here's Murray. DeRozan in the corner. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's the drive. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Check out the elevation from Westbrook. He's got some of the best hops in the league.
Murray kicks to DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Ah, Westbrook il a 37 points même.
Need him the most, and he is delivering.
Here's DeRozan for 3. Murray. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Westbrook against Murray. Bryant with a screen for Westbrook. And he drives in, lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And now a 3-point Wizards lead. Pass again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the long-time NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding.
Ah, je défends mal là.
Has been underrated for a few.
Je défends très mal.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Hey, that's good.
I like this. I really do. He recognizes the mismatch, simply rises up and fires.
Here's Westbrook. And he goes.
Oh là là. Putain, ouais, mais Westbrook c'est un truc de ouf.
And there's the
Putain, le mec il est en train de me mettre 40 points dans les dents.
Westbrook taking flight and slamming
Il met la moitié des points.
with authority.
Putain l'enfoiré.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
Oh my goodness, his 5th foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Wizards passing it around. For 3, Westbrook. No good on that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Johnson. Great D that time from Beal.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Bryant with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Beal. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Gay. There's the pass to Alden. It's stolen by Hachimura. Looking to get back on track here. And finished off by Beal.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this.
Pas bon.
Using that athleticism and speed so well.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Driving to the basket. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
DeRozan, a raw athlete entering this league. He's worked on his skill to the point where he's now a perennial all-star candidate.
The kick out to Bryant. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. San Antonio trailing here. Outside DeRozan. To tie it up. And it's sent back by Bryant. Johnson, the pass to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Hachimura. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so Brown will bring it up for the Wizards. And there's the feed to Westbrook. And yes, it's good. 45 points for Russell Westbrook.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Murray against Bryant.
Oh, c'est une blague.
Murray gets the whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And that is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question. And guys, this is where their depth really
Oh là 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 là.
got such talent.
Il est en train de me dégoûter le mec.
They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
A 3 from Mills. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Having a monster night from beyond the arc. He had 2 bombs in the first half, now 3 more since.
And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. Johnson, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Brown missing. Spurs trail by 3. Johnson attacking. Count it, and the foul. Bradley Beal picks one up. Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall. That one drops. He ties it up. And here are the Wizards now. Outside Westbrook. Driving in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The absolute fearlessness. It's why we love Westbrook. Just getting after it and drawing the contact. They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical. Mills with it. Pass to Aldridge. DeRozan against Brown to take the lead, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
increasing his versatility every year. DeRozan calls in defenders fit. Good example right there.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside Westbrook. The three ball. The offensive rebound. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And here's Mills. It's deflected.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Over in the corner, Brown. And finish off by Bryant.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The three from Mills, and the three ball is good. Mills has got 12 points here in the second half. Here's Beal. Dishes it to Bryant, to the wing on the left. Westbrook passes to Bryant.
Ah non.
Off the pick and took it right in.
A playmaker in every sense of the word. Westbrook is pretty much a walking triple-double.
Spurs trail by 3. Now Mills. The dish to Johnson. Passes it to Aldridge. Beal with the steal, and the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league. A multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
And here's Mills from the arc. The shot that time, not on target. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And there it is for him. Hachimura's got the lead up to 7 now for Washington.
La merde.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his third foul.
Ah, je suis de la merde.
Get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Wizards leading by 7. .143 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Westbrook to the paint.
Ah non.
Slams it in.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Mills with it, picked up by Bryant. And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 14-5 run here. And Patrick Mills
Ah, je suis de la merde.
whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Ah, fait chier. Je dois pas le perdre ce match.
It's the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And the Spurs
Voilà.
change here, and so he makes both from the line.
C'est mort. 11 points, 1 minute 25.
And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Shoots the 3.
Oh.
Mills can't hit. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Beal from long range. Rebound San Antonio.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Mills. He trains the quick shot. Mills has got 8 points in the quarter. Wizards leading by 9. Westbrook up top. DeRozan defending. And Bryant slams it in.
And at this point, just sort of running
Si je défends comme ça, je marquerai jamais. Hein.
be a nice win here for the Wizards.
Well, I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
I thought he did a good job of filling out
No.
the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Few guards in this league shoot under 70% from the line. Smith's well below that mark for his career.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's White. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Washington with it. Robinson kicks to Smith. Here's Wizzards. Outside Robinson. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one.
Voilà.
This was a very
Perdu.
strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a run.
Bon bah une défaite. 3e match défaite malheureusement. De 10 points. Dommage. Le 4e quart-temps j'ai un peu chié à la fin. Donc voilà. Paye les conséquences. N'hésitez pas à mettre le petit pouce bleu les amis. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner à la chaîne. N'hésitez pas à mettre un petit commentaire. Savoir si vous aimez bien NBA2K. Et voilà. Des bisous. Salut.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, when